the quickest way to screw up your life is to not accept who you are. Really, that's the fastest way that you can do that. And I can talk about it because I did it for a long, long time. And it's why I'm so passionate about the work that I'm doing now. I did a channeling session yesterday that I've listened to a couple times because it was so surprising to me. Because I don't hear what comes through all the time. I started doing automatic writing in 1988, and that was really kind of weird to me how that was happening because I was receiving information that helped me change my life, that helped me transform because it was all in my mind. It was all mindset. But it was different, and I couldn't accept that I was a person who was receiving this, that I was the one who was doing this, and I tried to hide it from everybody for years. I think it was like I kind of got away with it for about 19 years, I think, where no one could understand what I was doing. How am I like moving through all the difficulties that I had mentally? How was I changing and healing? Because I did a lot of mind body healing. How was I doing that? And it was because I was doing my morning routine. I was receiving information every single day. And it still didn't make sense because I knew it was working on me. I knew that that had happened, but I never thought about this as a career or going in that direction. Never did that. I was doing the opposite. I was just hiding it. And so when I knew I could no longer do that, I said, okay, let me put something together and put people in there and let me just see what happens. And when I saw that they were transforming, so it wasn't just me, I was able to access information, cosmic, universal information that would give people the ability to change their mindset. That's the only problem that any of us have, is the mindset that we either developed, we inherited, we accepted, that was programmed into it. That's the only problem anyone has. Because see, we were each born to offer something to the world that's valuable. It's within us. God gave it to us. If that's how you think of it, spirit, holy of the universe, however you think of it, every single person has it. But when we don't accept it, then we run into all sorts of difficulties because we will then feel we don't have confidence. That's why I didn't have confidence so long, and I knew I had to work on it, so I did everything to work on it. Courses, classes, mentors, all of that stuff. I did that to work on it, and it worked because we know neuroscience now, so some of those things did help. They did help to change, but the thing that changed it the most was what was coming through me. But I had to accept the fact that I was the one doing that. I had to accept that I was receiving this. It is the same for every single person. Because we have these things that will come up in our lives, and you can call it your intuition. You probably felt it. But do I believe that? Am I going to go with it? Is it real? Yes, it's probably real. But you might need to take some time to work with your brain, your neuroscience, your neurotransmitters. You may need to take some time to change that. Well, see, I was doing that every single day. And now I'm at the place where, as I understand what's happening in our world and how people are really losing I'm not sure of who they are, what's going to go on, and I have this work that can help, I have to move into my self-acceptance because, yeah, I downloaded all of this. I'm a mystic. I'm a sage. And this is how I was able to do this. But when I listened to the message, the recording yesterday, it was pretty surprising to me because I listened to it a couple times and I thought, I've got to make changes. And that's what I did. I'm deciding now that I'm going to take this program because it's complete, total transformation. And I know that anyone who takes this, it's just a 3-month program. And in this 3-month program, your life will be transformed. There's no way that's not going to happen. If you're doing the work and if you're meeting with me, your life will be transformed. But what I'm doing is you'll look, you'll see there's a little special offer there. I don't know when you might see this video, but in this day there is a special offer, but just look at it. But the thing I want to talk about the most is this. You are changing. You're always going to change. You're going to go into the next place of where you're supposed to be because it's about awareness. It's consciousness. We only experience anything in our lives in our consciousness. But how do we change that? And you hear everyone talk about mindset. That's the only thing that you ever hear because we know that's the most important thing. But then we're still afraid and then we don't try. And again, I've talked about this so often because I had people that I said, come into the program, your life will be transformed. transform, they say, no, it's not going to happen. That is a mindset. And so I have to change it as well with myself, because I'm going to charge a whole lot more money for this. Because how much would you pay to transform your life? How much would you pay to feel really secure in who you are and to know why you were born, what your purpose is in this earth? That's the stuff that I'm giving people. But I'm going to talk about this because I decided that you need to understand this, because it's 3 elements that I'm working with, that we're doing now. We may come up with more later, but these are the 3 elements that this is for. It's like, who are you? Why are you born? What is your purpose? Because we kind of question that at times. Do I have it? Is it important? Should I be doing it? You will answer those questions within those 3 months. Then we're going to look at your relationships. What are they? How have they shaped you? How have they formed you? Because that's what's happened. We only become who we are now because of the relationships that we've had, beginning at birth. That's where it starts. But then it always affects how well we are living in our lives. How abundant are we? How prosperous are we? What kind of experiences are we having? That, again, is attached to your authentic self. And you only get there when you use your mindset, these properties. There's a reason that people talk about doing the morning routines and talk about meditation, because you hear something different than what you have been accustomed to hearing. And that's the work that I'm doing. And I'm thrilled about it now because it is an important time in the world for people to really own who they are, for people to really become prosperous, happy, and live the lives that they're supposed to have. And that's the work that I'm doing. And I'm thrilled because I have 2 other people who are helping with this, so it's not just me. So we're putting so much into this because it's an important time for you to become happy, live the life you want to have, and add a contribution to our world, because that's why we're all here. All right. See you guys soon.